Welcome everybody to the 2018 IRF World Championships. My name is Tim Baghurst, joined by Laura McCormick for this women's doubles final. In the front, Mexico. In the back, Bolivia. Classic Mexico-Bolivia matchup.
Some long rallies so far to start off game one.
Wow, both of them 20-shot rallies.
I like the players that are out here right now. We're seeing some fresh faces, particularly on Mexico. We have Alexandria Herrera, who is playing on the backhand side, and Montserrat Mejia, who is playing the forehand side for Mexico.
Well, you say backhand side. It's actually not her backhand. She's
that's
a left-handed
right. She's
player.
Lefty.
So this is definitely an advantage for Mexico, who get to hit both sides with their forehand. Mejia is the current 18s junior world champion. Now Mexico doubles champion. They won the national championships in a dramatic tiebreaker win over more traditionally successful Samantha Salas and Paola Longoria. There were some appeals, but ignored by our Costa Rican official Montero. Another really long rally. Put down beautifully by Sabja. I would say left side, but that's not how Bolivia play. It's a great opportunity to see two different styles of racquetball strategy. Alexandria Herrera on the left, Mejia on the right. They play traditionally on the side-to-side format. You'll see Bolivia, Sabja will take the back, Centellas on the right will move forward and cover the front. Here she goes. Sabja wanted a replay, but play continues. That's how you defeat a team that plays through the middle. You have to hit the lines. Herrera did that very well. 2-0.
Mejia will serve for Mexico. Second serve.
Wow, great shot. Centellas on the right side. Only 16 years old, Laura.
She is the youngest player out there on the court right now, considering we have the current 18 and under junior world champion Montserrat Mejia out there on the court as well.
I think actually she may be the youngest player in the entire tournament. Incredible to see her here in a final. Beautiful touch from the right-sided Bolivian, and a point for Bolivia. I think we're going to have an appeal for the short serve. At least that's what her coaches want, Mejia. Just looking to see who is coaching. Yanko Renteria. One disagrees, one agrees. Each team has 3 appeals per game. If they win an appeal, they get to keep those appeals. This situation, Mexico lose an appeal, but they get a half out. Two serving 2. Short serve, I thought. Play continues. Sabja, beautiful. Okay, so Mexico will appeal the short serve. Of course, they're not going to appeal if they win the rally. Both line judges disagree. Second serve coming up. Point. Interesting, Laura, that Mejia took that on her backhand.
Yeah, we don't see that too often.
That's a forehand winner for Mejia. Good start to this match. Mexico won 2-0 against Colombia yesterday to advance to the final. That'll be a replay. Bolivia found themselves in a final courtesy of an injury forfeit by Guatemala. We streamed that match yesterday. It was very dramatic. Guatemala won the first. It was back and forth in the second when Gabby Martinez for Guatemala dove into the back of the court, hit herself, hit her elbow with the racket. Was in visible pain, took an injury timeout, came back in, and then a few seconds later had to forfeit with injury. We have an appeal. I think the appeal is that the ball hit Centellas. And a point given. I think Centellas agreed, admitted that the ball did hit her. That's great to see such fair play in a final.
Three. I'll repeat that. We'll replay.
Good shot. Herrera, left side. Cuatro, tres, 4-3.
Mejia, the second server for Mexico now. It's a half out.
Great serve. Herrera got that one all wrong. Leaning forward. Felt like she made the wrong decision. Went for the pinch. Probably should have gone straight down the line. Beautiful from Mejia, playing really well on the right side for Mexico.
I really like watching Mejia play. She is so young and she seems like the natural leader on Team Mexico right now. She also comes from a bit of a racquetball family. They mentioned in the introduction here in Costa Rica that her inspiration for even starting to play racquetball so many years ago was because of her brother, Gil Mejia, who we have seen at many events as well representing for Team Mexico.
Avoidable hinder will be the call. It's the correct one, side out. Yeah, it's fun. Mejia and Martinez from Guatemala have competed hard against each other through the juniors. Normally it's been Martinez who's come out the winner. 2 years ago, Martinez defeated Mejia in the 16s and under. And then last year, Mejia defeated Martinez in the 18s and under. So Mejia claimed the title of junior world champion. And yet, earlier today, we see Gabby Martinez winning the world championship, defeating Paola Longoria from Mexico in a tiebreaker. So these two, I think, Mejia and Martinez, will be fighting competing against each other for many years to come. Herrera, of course, a very established professional on the tour.
Yeah, and it's, sorry.
5 serving 4.
I was going to say it is fun to watch these new young players coming up, right? We have a couple new world champions to announce. Gabriela Martinez, as you mentioned, from Guatemala, is the new women's singles world champion. Rodrigo Montoya from Mexico is the new men's world singles champion.
A replay was called. An appeal might have been worth risking. That will be an avoidable hinder. This is what the Bolivians wanted. I think coming into this, some would have considered them the underdogs. But they're playing pretty well right now. Very fast pace, back and forth, lots of long rallies. Sabja, we've seen all week, has a terrific backhand, Laura, and we saw her at the Pan Am Championship. She surprised a few people earlier this week. She defeated, I believe, Lambert from Canada in the round robin, lost to Vargas in the quarterfinals in singles. But you can see she's a very clean a player on that left side. We don't know too much about her because she played as a junior and then took several years off, had a family, and it's great to see her back competing again. She's 26 years old. Centellas, as we already mentioned, is 16. So again, these two could be competing with each other for many years to come.
And I like to see these new matchups between players. It's nice to have that different team dynamic. You do still see the strength of the teams, right? Bolivia traditionally very strong in racquetball. Mexico also pretty dominant in racquetball. We've talked about their incredible junior program, and you see that here with Mexico has a finalist in every single division here today in the finals, and they've already won the men's singles with Rodrigo Montoya, the new world champion.
Yeah, I think it won't be any surprise that they close out the team event, given that they're in all 4 finals. The women's event, probably claiming that too, given that in singles and doubles, they're in the final. The men's event will be very interesting. Beautiful Herrera backhand winner. The reason it's going to be interesting is because we had USA versus Mexico in the singles. Montoya won that. We have USA versus Mexico in the doubles. Mexico have to win both events, both finals, to claim the team title, because Bobby Horn from the United States finished as a semifinalist, De La Rosa a quarterfinalist. So that'll be quite a dramatic match for both teams. 7-7, back and forth we go. This is a great start to the final. Sabja. So again, we see the difference front to back, side to side. Bolivia play front to back, Mexico play side to side. Should be a replay. Sabja will appeal this. Again, these are all judgment calls. Replay is my call. Let's see if the line judges overturn our head official. One agrees, one disagrees. Multinational crew here providing the officiating. Costa Rica, Argentina, and Colombia. Appreciate all their help and work this week. It's been great. They get trained before each tournament. They improve each tournament. Sure, deciding whether something skipped or whether it was a rollout is a judgment call, but there are many other nuances to the game that always need clarification and learning for these officials. Doubles is a game of runs, and it's Mexico who win a couple of points in a row. Bolivia will take a timeout. We'll see what they can do to get back in this. Just a reminder, one more final coming up today. We've been here in San Jose, Costa Rica for the last 8 days for competition. We started with 3 days of round robin. Then we took a day off. Everybody did something different, traveled around Costa Rica to see the sights or hung out at the hotel. Some came here and practiced. We then went into the single elimination bracket. Terrific matches all through this week. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage that the IRF has provided. Of course, we will have these matches up on our YouTube channel after the event. Go to YouTube, look for International Racquetball Federation. Bolivia took the timeout. They're down by 2 points. Mexico seem to be in control right now. First server, Mejia, the right-sided player, Herrera on the left. For Bolivia, Sabja on the left, Centellas on the right.
Been having such fun times here at the finals. Incredible competition. And right now, we are at 9-7 in game 1 of our women's doubles.
Mejia, what will she do? Smart.
Soft touch and very smart. Like to see that. And again, I love to see such a young player. She's only, 18 years old, and she has that confidence at the front of the court. We've seen plenty of other experienced players not really know how to handle that or choke under that pressure.
Well, you say she's young. She's also very experienced. We have to recognize that.
Right, in racquetball years.
Yeah, having played through the juniors at the world level, she's been coming to these tournaments for basically 8 years. 10 years old, or the 10 and under is the first division for international racquetball. Herrera winning the pinch battle in the front court.
And I like the way Mexico was moving on that point. We saw great coverage and communication between the two players as they kind of flip-flopped on either side there.
Yeah, Laura, last year at the World Juniors, we saw 2 8-year-olds competing in the 10s division from Colombia. Great experience for them. Maybe it motivates them to keep training, and who knows where they'll be in 10 years' time. Sabja, I think, was clearly impeded by Herrera. She'll appeal this decision to the 2 line judges. And the line judges overturn the call. The value of having line judges, Laura, just to overturn some of these ones that maybe seem obvious to us, but recognize the pressure on the official to get it right every time. They can't. Perfect from Mejia. Straight down the line. Great execution.
Thought she hit her.
Oh, good pickup, Mejia. And again, wow. Sabja Beautiful forehand pinch.
Half out Mexico, 10 serving 7.
Well, just a quick reminder, Gustavo Farrell is the director of our tournament officials, and IREF legend Gary Mazeroff will be putting on a tournament in October down in El Paso. We'll have the second one. Includes a lot of Mexican and American players. If you're in that area, be sure to join us for that event. You can learn more by giving us a message, sending us a message at the International Racquetball Federation.
That's right, though. That'll be October 25th to the 28th. Really fun binational event.
Yeah, there'll be some great players. Alex Landa won it last year. Montoya, who's now a world champion from 30 minutes ago, will be there. A great experience not only to watch them, but who knows, maybe even get to play them. Mejia is suddenly on fire, hitting crisp straight down the line. That's how you beat a team that play front and back. Have to hit those lines, and she's doing it perfectly. Bolivia take another timeout. It's 12 serving 7.
Coming up next, we have more doubles and more Mexico as they take on USA. The Mexican team is defending their title. In 2016, Alvaro Beltran won with his teammate Javier Moreno. This year, he's back with Daniel de la Rosa to defend that title for Mexico. And on the U.S. side, we have two racquetball legends in their own right. Rocky Carson, who has been the singles champion since 2008. He just got dethroned by Rodrigo Montoya. Carson was not playing singles yet this year here at the Worlds. And Carson is matched up with Sudsy Monchik, who we haven't seen on the USA team since 1995. So you don't want to miss that last doubles final that we will have for you after this, where we have Mexico leading right now in game 1, 12-7 against Bolivia.
Could be epic, the final of men's doubles. Great talent on that court, incredible. Hope you stick with us for that match. Good timeout from Bolivia. Get the side out. Now they need some points. 7 serving 12.
Nice pinch winner from Sabja. It's been really great to watch her too. As you mentioned, we haven't seen her too much, at the adult level. She did have a really extensive junior career. It's nice to see her here representing for Bolivia, and it's fun to see her out there on the court, especially with her young teammate.
She executed that pinch winner perfectly. Great court
nice
coverage.
Oh.
Mejia. Good choice on the shot selection. Lots of communication between these two teams as they have to. And what's interesting is they don't necessarily talk to each other. They just have that awareness of where the other one is on the court. Mejia is really bossing this final right now. Herrera is keeping the ball alive, but it's Mejia who's hitting the shots. Montero lets them play. Centellas will want that one back. Pushed it into the floor. 2 points away from this first game, Mexico. Skip from Sabja on the left side. Game point number 1, 14-8. Bolivia a little flat right now. They need this side out. And another skip from Sabja. Mexico claimed the first, 15-8.
We'll be back in just a few moments with more of our doubles final here in Costa Rica, so don't go anywhere.
What's the Olympic dream? The Olympic dream is hard work, it's dedication, drive, and discipline. But it's also what you can't see. It's what's happening behind the scenes. Training our referees, executing anti-doping programs, and it's all of us coming together as a sport. The future of racquetball is the 2028 Olympics. You can pursue the Olympic dream with a donation to the International Racquetball Federation. Go to internationalracquetball.com and pursue the Olympic dream today.
The gearbox leather sticks to my hand like it is my skin.
The best feeling in the world. You pull that thing out of the package and you can kind of just feel it still molded into the way they packaged it.
It's honestly is one of the best feelings ever. You put the new glove and you're like, I got this. It's so light and so like comfortable that I feel like I'm playing with my bare hand.
The grip is a lot better, so I love having new gloves.
And we're back, everybody. Tim Baghurst joining you for this women's doubles final. Just a quick repair to our front camera. Came a little loose as one of the players hit it. Hope you appreciate all of the different camera views that we've been providing with you over the last few days. Appreciate all the staff here in Costa Rica, the officials, and the IRF for putting on such a great event. We had some drama with this event, this World Championships, which has moved around a couple of times. And we had Osvaldo Maggi, the president of the International Racquetball Federation, on our stream a few days ago talking about some of the challenges of hosting a World Championships. And he talked also about just how important it was to continue promoting racquetball around the world. We have a variety of events that were held earlier this summer, including the Bolivarianos, the South American Games, and the Central American Caribbean Games, which were all multi-sport events. Racquetball was included in those, and it's great to see also the World Games, which will be held in 2021 in Birmingham, Alabama. They are going to include racquetball as well. So our president, Maggi, is actually traveling there in a few days to meet with organizers. We'll have a glass court at that event. What a great spectacle it will be. Of course, the IRF has a couple more events this year. The Senior World Championships will be held in just about 10 days' time in Albuquerque, New Mexico. 35 plus is the age brackets. Round robin is the format. 3 games to 11 is required. Points are totaled based on games and matches won. It's an incredible event, a lot of matches. Anybody is eligible to compete, so we have people coming from all around the world representing their country and also themselves, up to 95 years old. Last year we had 2 95 plus competing for the title of senior world champion. It was fantastic to see. Of course, coming up in November, Junior World Championships, my favorite event. Tremendous to see hundreds of young athletes competing very hard for their country as they try to become a Junior World Champion. So that will be held from November 3rd through the 10th in San Luis Potosí, Mexico. Next year, the Pan Am Championships will be held in March. Not completely confirmed, but I believe it might be held in Barranquilla, Colombia. Again, we'll know that probably after the Junior Worlds when the Pan American Racquetball Confederation meet. If you're interested in playing in the seniors, be sure to go on the IRF website and check it out, or just send us a message. We'll be happy to sort that out for you. Here we go, though. It's 0 serving 0 in game 2. Great rally to start this game, and an avoidable hinder given. The correct call from our official Montero here from Costa Rica. He's a junior national player. We saw him at the Junior Worlds last year in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Sabja covering a lot of court today, but you can see why. Very good player. Surprised a few people at the Pan Am Championships because they just never heard of her. But if you're representing Bolivia, we know how good you are. They bring a tremendous team every tournament. That time she skips it. It was close. Good start for Bolivia, but a side out, 0-2. If you're just joining us today, we've already had 2 matches. The singles. In the women's singles, Paola Longoria took on Ana Gabriela Martinez from Guatemala.
Oh.
Soft touch, Centellas
Yeah,
on the right side. Longoria won the first, but it was Martinez who won the second and the tiebreaker to become a world champion. In the men's singles, Rodrigo Montoya took on American Charlie Pratt. It was a wild, hotly contested game, full of action, but it was Montoya who won it in 2 straight games. The first one dramatically 15-14.
Love that pinch winner from Sabja. We saw that from her in game 1. So deep in the court. Such a pretty shot.
Better start for Bolivia in game 2. 3 serving 1. Centellas drives the ball at Herrera. She puts it in the floor. Good start for Bolivia.
Nice winner for Herrera, gets a half out. Centellas will serve for Bolivia.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the strategy of serving over to Mejia was a good one. We saw her play extremely well in the first game. I think they need to attack the left side. Side out. Uno, cuatro. 1-4. Mexico thought about appealing that decision. Avoidable hinder was called. Doubles such a different game to singles. It's a lot harder to put the ball down, but Bolivia did that time. It's a side out. Should also mention, Laura, that sometimes singles players don't make great doubles players. It's a very different sport. Well, not a different sport.
Not a different sport, but a different game, right?
Different
Different
style,
strategy,
yeah.
different
Absolutely.
style. It's true, there's different dynamics that you need in doubles. Be a little bit more complicated, I think, too.
Mejia is such a confident player. You could see she ripped that forehand winner half out. Oh my goodness. That shouldn't be a side out. Look where the ball hit. It was on the sidewall.
And it hit her kind of high.
I think Bolivia should appeal this. So the ball has to go straight. You're basically given straight down the line and to the other side. You saw Herrera. I mean, that was on the sidewall. Really surprised Bolivia didn't appeal that. Bolivia being coached by Carlos Keller, one of the players here for Bolivia. Herrera, flat rollout, left side.
3-4 now in game 2. Mexico winning game 1, 15-8.
Coming up next, USA-Mexico men's doubles. I can tell you they're warming up on court number 2, not because I know it, but I can hear it. There's some balls being crushed over there as they prepare to enter this court number 1 and compete for the title of world champion. Smart shot, Sabja. Herrera stuck in the middle. Side out. Plenty of players watching on who are no longer in the tournament. It's great to see so many countries. There's a full Irish contingent watching on today. That should be a replay. Not sure what Sabja is asking for. Maybe just a late movement. I don't know. It should just be a replay, I think. Safety hold up. Mejia looked clear. Sabja looks to Carlos Keller, who just says, you know, just let that go.
Or he's saying just appeal it. That's what Sabja did. The line judges disagree with our referee. So it's an...
Oh, okay. So I think our official actually gave the point to Mexico because he wanted Sabja to hit it. Didn't want to hit my opponent. So nice to see the line judges overruling that situation. Wow, Centellas on the right side hits the backhand winner. Another point for Bolivia. This is what they wanted in game number 2.
6 serving 3.
Timeout on the court by Mexico. Mexico claiming the women's title, courtesy of being in both finals. The men's finals, they're both USA-Mexico, and it's going to be interesting to see whether Mexico or USA take that men's title. Should mention De La Rosa lost in the quarterfinals. David Bobby Horn lost in the semifinals. So right now it's advantage USA until Montoya won earlier. I believe it's going to come down to this final in men's doubles to determine whether Mexico or the United States win that men's title. That's going to be a great match. Hope you stick around for that, of course.
Yeah, that'll be super intense, and a lot of racquetball experience will be in that men's double, so make sure you tune in for that too. Full house here in Costa Rica. 18 countries were participating in the World Championships, including countries that we don't always get to see very often, like Ireland, who is here in the crowd, Korea, who is also down there, Japan, I see, India was here, and Switzerland. So thank you to all those countries coming out for this World Championship.
Also a representative from Puerto Rico as well. It's just truly great to see different styles. Sometimes we get surprised by some players that we don't traditionally see. It's been a lot of fun. Excellent shot from Herrera.
Seven serving 3. Skip from Sabja. That'll be a side out for Mexico.
Good timeout. They've won 2 rallies since it.
Yeah, shows you how effective a timeout can be, not only for yourself, but against your opponent.
Wow, a point given. This will be appealed. I'm not sure about this call. Both line judges agree. I mean, this is my personal opinion, but I think a replay would have been correct there.
That's a point for Mexico.
Second serve, because Herrera served before the score was called. Love that backhand from Sabja. Now she gets a forehand. Jammed up Herrera in the middle.
That was all Sabja on that rally.
She takes the majority of shots, and she's by far the more experienced, and obviously played singles here and was very successful reaching the quarterfinals.
That's right, Yasmin Sabja playing singles for Bolivia, and Jenny Daza was the other competitor for Bolivia in the women's singles.
Great pickup from Mejia. On her knees. And Sabja skips it, and you just felt, Laura, that the gettability of Mejia really forced Sabja to do something special.
Well, Tim, I'm going to have to trademark that term now. But Mejia is really fun to watch. You're right. She makes some incredible plays in that rally. She's such a force out there.
Herrera, left side, cracks a winner. 6 serving 7. Look at the shift in momentum since that timeout.
Yeah, and I think part of the difference too, Sabja making a couple mistakes that we haven't seen too much of as Mexico works to close that gap. Second serve for Mexico.
Terrific serve. Mejia didn't power a drive serve. Just slid one down the wall, made it very difficult.
So looks like Mejia just getting some confirmation on the foot fault and that positioning of where the foot is. Tied up 7-7. Side out Bolivia.
But a good run from Mexico.
Yes.
Took the timeout and they really came back. It's now 7-7. A game of runs doubles can be because both players get to serve. I really like how Mejia took that ball early and attacked, forcing Sabja to go to the right side. Half out. It was a bit flat in here at the beginning of this match. Lots of fans, players, coaches had gone to get some lunch after that dramatic men's singles. But they're all back now, and suddenly you start to feel the atmosphere building once again.
And we have a tie right now just to create more of that tension, 7-7. We're taking a look back to see if that was a foot fault from our angle there. It doesn't look like it was.
Mejia is playing really well in this final, has risen to the occasion. She's the junior world champion at the 18s and under. Plenty of experience. She's been in big moments before. Herrera trying to jam the two Bolivians, but Sabja hits it on her forehand side. Side out, half out, excuse me.
Oof, a little tight there.
Side out's the call. Mexico might appeal. Just a reminder that both teams have 3 appeals, 3 lost appeals available. Each one has lost 1 appeal.
Point Bolivia gives them an advantage now, 8-7 in game 2. Mexico winning game 1, 15-8. Bolivia looking to make their own run of points here. Sabja hitting that low ball. 2 bounces for Herrera. Another point for Bolivia, 9-7.
Herrera doesn't like the call. There's an example where Montero should just let that ball play through because Herrera wanted that ball. Don't call a screen when I have the advantage. It's actually a rule we've discussed a lot this week with some of the coaches and players because it's a contentious decision, a screen serve, just like an avoidable hinder.
Second server for Bolivia, Centellas. Side out.
Little sigh from Sabja. Wanted a replay, didn't get it.
Second serve for Herrera. Scoops that one up. Beautiful down the line from Sabja, just really hugging that line on the way in and the way out.
Yeah, she's really controlling these points. Centellas is more, don't make mistakes, keep the ball alive, get some balls in the front court, waiting for Sabja to attack.
The staff here at San Jose Indoor Club has done a fantastic job of taking care of us here at the World Championships. We would like to thank Francesco for all of his efforts out there on the court. He does get a lot of love from our crowd here in Costa Rica and those of you watching at home. You've seen him here with us all week, keeping our players safe and dry.
He's become a legend here in the indoor club. We appreciate all their help. They've worked so hard. I've been here most mornings at 7, and we have people cleaning the glass, the floors, mopping, preparing everything for a long day of racquetball. And we really have had some very long and hard-fought matches this week. Excellent serve, Mejia. Oh my goodness. Surely an avoidable hinder. Well, Mexico on the right don't like it. They groan. But I think it's the correct call. Had Sabja gone left to the back left court, Herrera would have been in her way. Herrera was in the middle just a little too much.
Nice ball. Nobody home from Mexico. Side out for Bolivia. Yasmin Sabja will be the first server.
It's turned into a very good final in this second game. Sabja almost hit her partner. Little fist pump from Mejia. Second server. Back and forth we go between these two teams.
Point Bolivia.
Yeah, Herrera left it, thinking her partner was going to get it. Should have taken it. 10 serving 8. Ooh. Side out. Always difficult decisions, these avoidable hinders. Still 8 serving 10. Fault serve called on Mejia. Good second serve. Loose from Herrera. Sabja steps forward. Oh my goodness, she slips. That's unfortunate, and I'm glad she's okay. Little situations like that can really cause injury. Had a skipped heartbeat for a second. She needs to regroup and be confident when she hits this next ball, because she may be thinking about that slip. Nine serving 10. Snap winner, Centellas on the right side. She's been quiet in this second game, but hasn't made many mistakes. Herrera skips one on her forehand. A different game for Bolivia. They lost the first 15-8 if you're just joining us. Changes her mind, Sabja. It's nice to see her smiling. It's a big moment, but she's still able to laugh at herself. Let's see if she can shake that off.
11-9 Bolivia, second server.
I love Z. Sabja will shoot this. Behind the back, Mejia gets a better look. And an excellent shot down the left side.
Yep. Bolivia was kind of huddled there in the center, a little bit off to the right. Nice play from the young Mexican, Montserrat Mejia.
She's really driving this team. You can see it in this match. Screen serve. Herrera doesn't like it. You could see how close the ball passed to her body on the right side. I thought Sabja was over.
Looks like Herrera agrees with you, Tim. She's going to appeal that. And the line judges go against the head ref. So that is a point for Mexico, 10-11.
Had the opportunity, but it's all square. Suddenly Mexico are just 4 points away from this match. Timeout, I think, is going to be taken by Bolivia.
It's tied up again. We saw these guys pretty close earlier in game 2 at 8-8. And now 11-11. Bolivia calling that timeout. Each team has used one of their timeouts. We are in San Jose, Costa Rica for the 19th World Championships of Racquetball. We already have 2 of our championships determined in the singles side. Gabriela Martinez from Guatemala defeated Paola Longoria to become the 2018 World Champion. On the men's side, Rodrigo Montoya from Mexico defeated Charlie Pratt, making Montoya the new World Championship on the men's side. Now those are 2 new world titles, each player's first ever. Paola Longoria was the reigning champion for the last 2 or 3 world championships, so now Gabriela Martinez owns that title. On the men's side, Rocky Carson had been the winner since 2008 at the World Championships, and although Carson is not playing singles this year, he is playing doubles, so that opened up the opportunity for a new men's champion, and Rodrigo Montoya defeated Charlie Pratt in 2 games to take that title. The women now are battling for this title as well. Mexico and Bolivia looking for a new title here also. In 2016, Team USA won the women's doubles, so we will have a new champion on the women's side. It's 11-11 right now. Alexandra Herreras serving for Mexico. She had that whole right side of the court open. Oh, a soft touch winner from Centellas. There's a couple wild shots there, a couple missed opportunities. And Centellas pulling through for Bolivia, half out Mexico.
A valuable timeout once again, but they need another. Well, you can see Centellas, she disagrees. She will appeal this. Both line judges overturn the official, so that'll be a replay. Again, showing how important line judges can be to make sure that calls are fair. Sure, there's some contention, there's disagreement, but on things that might be very contentious otherwise, it helps to keep the game going and clean. Sabja with a big skip.
Gives Mexico the advantage now, 12-11. Mexico winning game one, 15-8. They want to close this out in 2.
Or you could see that appeal. I love how they just appeal, the decision's made, and then players get on with it. That's good to see.
Oh, a nice pinch from Yasmin Sabja. Holding off Mexico, only allowing that 1 point scored. 11 serving 12. Nice power from Mejia. Half out.
You just sense that Bolivia need points in this exchange. Mejia. Great rally.
Tough shooting.
Oh!
Nice shooting from Sabja. I think this is part of that momentum that they're looking for. They have some crowd on their side right now. It's tied up 12-12. Centellas, second server for Bolivia.
Costa Ricans know their racquetball. They've been very supportive all week. Having Costa Rica compete and be successful this week as well is truly fun to watch.
Sabja rolls it out. Oh,
well,
the referee calls a skip. Carlos Keller from Bolivia, who's coaching this team right now, calls for an appeal. Both line judges again against the referee.
Sorry, we have another appeal now. And the appeal will be for a replay hinder. Fun stuff. And this time, both line judges disagree with the official again. So we're going to replay the point.
That keeps it tied up here, 12-12.
Herrera, not quite. A point for Bolivia. Very dramatic. It would have been interesting had the line judges agreed with our official and called it a skip. Bolivia could have appealed Herrera hinder, potentially.
It is interesting how at a certain point those appeals just really do come in handy, and you can appeal another appeal. You can appeal twice within the point.
Sure, and also it shows the value of having coaches who have an opinion, can see things that the players can't see. And here we have a timeout taken by Mexico. It's their final timeout. Bolivia leading 13-12. This is the only final that Bolivia are in today. And so all of the contingent are down there. Roland Keller and Conrado Moscoso yesterday lost to Mexico in a very, very good semifinal in men's doubles.
Yep, and that put Mexico in the final, which will be coming up next. Mexico will take on USA in our doubles final.
USA defeated Canada in 2 straight games yesterday. So we'll see Daniel De La Rosa, Alvaro Beltran. Beltran is the defending champion in doubles with Javier Moreno from 2 years ago. They defeated USA 2 years ago, Jake Bredenbeck and Jose Diaz. So again, a repeat of 2 years ago, but only one player is back, and that's the veteran Beltran. Should be a great, great final. Can't wait to see that one. Of course, who knows how long this match will take. It's 13-12 Bolivia, Will we have a tiebreaker?
I think there's a good chance right now of a tiebreaker. Bolivia leading in game 2, 13-12.
Shooting. Game point number 1. Bolivia. The chance to take this to a tiebreaker. Mejia. Oh, what a get, Mejia. Herrera wanted the replay. Oh my goodness.
What a great sliding get. Kill from Mejia. Let's take a look back at that, the last couple shots here.
And we talked about Mejia really kind of controlling the Mexican team, and she kind of took that point over. They had to save it. They did. Now they have 2 servers. They need 3 points for this World Championship title.
Great final in the women's doubles. Mexico, Bolivia, anything can happen. It's now 12 serving 14. 18 countries here competing at the World Championships, all the way from Japan and Korea, Ireland, Switzerland, India. We also have Venezuela, Guatemala, Bolivia, Mexico, USA, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Chile, Argentina, Colombia. Who am I missing? Such great talent here at the 2018 World Championships. This is the 19th World Championship by the IRF.
Held every year, every 2 years. Juniors I was thinking of, which are held every year, coming up in November. Great pickups and pass, but too good from Herrera. 13 serving 14.
This is tough. As you mentioned, Mexico still has 2 servers. Herrera.
You can do it, Laura.
Herrera is the first server for Mexico.
On her knees, Mejia. This will be tough. Should be a replay. I think we'll have an appeal if Mexico win this. They don't.
Overpowered there in the corner. Half out. Montserrat Mejia will serve for Mexico.
This is drama. We've had such close games today. Mexico needs to compose themselves, knowing they're 2 points away. Bolivia need 1 rally to get to game point. They need to win this next rally. Win by 1. Sabja. No call. Play continues.
Gotta keep playing.
Oh my goodness, they're just running into each other. And side out.
No, that's a point. That puts
Excuse me, point,
Mexico now at match point.
So we're going to have that appeal for a replay. And I think they're replaying. See, this is the issue, is what are you asking to replay? That last shot or Herrera, who basically just stopped? Both line judges agree. Suddenly, it's World Championship point.
Match point for Mexico.
Here we go. Herrera. No, Sabja got it. Herrera's on the floor.
Nice coverage from her teammate Mejia.
Good pickup, Mejia. Sabja. What a rally. What a great way to compete at 14. My goodness, Bolivia. Wow, what a shot from Sabja. Unbelievable.
The energy from Bolivia and from the fans here in San Jose is incredible. What a huge moment right now for Bolivia. Let's take a look back here at this shot from Sabja.
Stunning shot on the forehand side. Great rally, full of drama. Both teams had opportunities to put that ball down. Some terrific defense from both of them until Sabja says, "I've got this," and put it away.
There it is. Look at the excitement from both Bolivians.
Well, I believe
Timeout.
that Bolivia have taken a timeout. I like the timeout. They're at match game point. Sabja having a quick word with Carlos Keller. Great match again, Laura. I mean, we've really been spoiled today.
We're at 14-14 right now in game 2. When we come out of this timeout, it'll be game point number 2 for Bolivia. Mexico so close to closing that out. Now they're going to have to battle through 2 servers if they want to have a chance at another match point in this game.
A lot of noise around us, everybody with an opinion. And you can hear people cheering on Bolivia. Here we go. 14-14. The crowd hush. Herrera skips it. We're going to a tiebreaker.
15-14 for Bolivia in game 2. Mexico winning game 1, 15-8. We'll be back in just a few moments with our tiebreaker. Don't go anywhere. This is the World Championships.
The gearbox leather sticks to my hand like it is my skin.
The best feeling in the world. You pull that thing out of the package and you can kind of just feel it still molded into the way they packaged it.
It's honestly is one of the best feelings ever. You put the new glove and you're like, I got this. It's so light and so like comfortable that I feel like I'm playing with my bare hand.
The grip is a lot better, so I love having new gloves.
And we're back, everybody. Tiebreaker, first to 11. Mexico serving. Side out is the decision from our official. as Mejia impeded the ball of Centellas on the right side. And first strike for Bolivia. One serving 0. Bolivia winning the majority of their points against Herrera. Make that 2 points. Laura, it's been fun to watch two different styles between these two teams. Mexico playing left to right, Bolivia playing front to back.
And these teams are also competing for that title of world championship, or excuse me, world champion. United States won in 2016, so this will be it's a big opportunity for each team, and Bolivia definitely has the momentum and the crowd behind them here as they lead 3-0 in the tiebreaker.
Well, I think most would have put Mexico as the favorites. Bolivia may not have been in this final, but Guatemala had to injury forfeit in the semifinals. But here they are, showing that they deserve to be here. Second server, it's 3-0 Bolivia. What concentration, what effort in game 2 to save a championship point and take this to a tiebreaker. Mejia off the back wall. Great shot.
Good defense from Centellas.
And again, terrific teamwork. We've never seen this pair before playing together, but you can see the good communication between them. Now it's 4-0 all of a sudden in favor of Bolivia. Wow.
Great coverage from Bolivia out on the court. Sabja does a great job of covering both ends.
And she's the shooter.
Very nice.
How does Bolivia get to 5-0? Centellas makes very few mistakes. Does she roll the ball out? No. Is she a powerful player? Absolutely not. But she's smart. She plays doubles very, very well. Keeping the ball up. Don't make a mistake. Don't give Mexico free points. Wait for the more experienced Sabja to hit that ball, to attack, and to take those shots. Bolivia right now just playing really well in this tiebreaker.
Like you said, we see a different style from Bolivia. They play a little bit more front to back as opposed to side to side. And Centellas does a great job of covering up there in the front. And Sabja does a great job of running from corner to corner. It's nice to see the difference between those two players as well. Centellas is only 16 years old. Sabja is 26 years old. They play well together. Centellas is definitely the youngest player out on the court today, maybe at this tournament.
We've had drama all day. This is our second tiebreaker in 3 games. We've had 2 games go to 15-14 today. Terrific entertainment. Thanks so much for those of you who shared our feed.
So much excitement at the World Championships. Nice shot from Herrera. Mexico trying to stay hyped up out there too. It's 0-5. Tough rally.
Mejia diving get. Herrera puts the ball down.
Nice. Keeps it clean and down the line for that winner.
That was big for Mexico. They had to get on the board. Let's see if that gives them some momentum. .234 in the afternoon here in San Jose, Costa Rica. We were here last year for the Pan Am Championships, and it's been a terrific event. We want to thank Marcelo Gomez, the president of the Costa Rican Racquetball Federation and the president of the Pan American Racquetball Confederation for putting on this tournament. He and his staff and his team have done a tremendous job. We really appreciate their efforts.
Second serve for Herrera. She's the first server from Mexico. Look at that, great example of Centellas with the great coverage up there in the front. She's able to kind of just wait on that shot, and she does something really great with it. Half out.
Yeah. That
Just
time,
miscommunication.
Exactly. Ball came through the middle. 2 serving 5. Sabja off the back wall. Herrera. Great pickup.
Again, Centellas. That's really beautiful. I like to see this and this confidence from such a young player. She's 16. She's feeling this energy. I think out there on the court, she's hyped up. She's playing really well right now.
There's the advantage of having somebody play far up front. If you play side to side, that ball is down. Front to back, Centellas was able to get there. And what looked like a very nervous skip from Herrera. 6 serving 2. Is she feeling the pressure? Excellent serve off the back wall. Sabja.
Oh, that ball short. Not expecting that from Mejia.
Mexico do have another timeout.
7 serving 2 in our tiebreaker. Remember, it's first to 11. Skip from Sabja. Half out. Centellas will serve for Bolivia.
Mexico have a little conversation with each other. Centellas sticking with this high lob Z. Timeout Mexico. 8 serving 2 is the score in favor of Bolivia. What a transformation from game 1, where Mexico won 15-8 and just seemed to be in cruise control. Then continuing that into game 2, but point by point, Bolivia pulled it back, saved a championship point, Laura. And here they are 3 points away from taking the world championship. Unbelievable.
And you just see the energy and the crowd, and I think how that can also affect, you know, a high-level match like this. We are at the World Championships. This is Bolivia's only chance for a medal in these rounds, as these women's team is representing Bolivia here in the finals. So much racquetball in Bolivia too, such competition. We'll see what Mexico can do when they come back from this side out. I don't think they have the type of experience that we've seen from the Mexican team in the past, which was traditionally Paola Longoria and Samantha Salas. But we'll see what they can do if this timeout gets them the side out.
8 serving 2. Don't expect any different serve from the Bolivian. Sabja has covered so much court today. She gets the opportunity she wants. Skip ball.
I think What I'm talking about when it comes to the energy in here is that you can see that Bolivia's body language is just up, whereas Mexico is looking not as positive with all this energy for Bolivia.
It looks like Mexico lost an appeal. 2 points away are Mexico. This is so dramatic. These finals have been very, very long. Players have competed very, very hard today and all through the week. We've had some incredibly long matches because the competition is so close. That's a testament to all the countries bringing quality players able to compete all through these divisions, including the round robins format earlier this week. Sabja. What a get.
What a get! Centellas again!
What a rally.
Great shooting from Mejia. Sabja covering across the court, and Centellas pulling through for Bolivia. Take a look at this get from Sabja after that sliding shot from Mejia.
Well,
Mejia will shoot again. Look at this Centellas right there.
On her knees. I apologize if we're shouting. We can't hear. The crowd was so loud screaming.
Oh, and we want you guys at home to be excited too, because this energy here for this final is just incredible.
Here we go. Championship point.
Match point. Second serve for Centellas.
Wet ball is the correct
Shoots.
call.
Mejia looking for the wet ball.
This should be a wet ball. It's very clear from here. Oh my goodness.
Line
One
judges
agrees,
are
one
split.
disagrees. Bolivia are the world champions. It was a controversial call, but they were up 10-2. What an amazing match. You can see Sabja Centellas in the front of the court celebrating. Incredible for these two. We've never seen them play doubles together. And here they go. They defeat Powerhouse Mexico 15-8, 14-15, 11-2. Wow, Laura, what drama.
Great excitement here in our final. 11-2 in our winning tiebreaker for Bolivia. So much energy and excitement here in the crowd. We hope you at home are just as excited as the Bolivians are to be taking home the title of world champion.
And to save a match point in the process. Amazing.
Such great racquetball here today. And coming up next, we have another really intense matchup in the men's doubles side featuring Mexico and USA. That'll be Alvaro Beltran and Daniel de la Rosa for Team Mexico. You can see Bolivia taking their photo there at the front of the court. Carlos Keller taking the photo. Anyway, Mexico will be taking on Rocky Carson and Sudzi Manchik from USA. We'll be back with more of the 19th World Championships of Racquetball.